where you see it first. It's just in. A Wimble production titled The Fugitive is under scrutiny for having relevance to our adolescent society. For more on this breaking news story, we go over to a roving reporter, Barbara Bagshaw. Over to you, Barb.
Thanks, Carmel. I'm actually standing in the forest of Sherwood, where Robin and his merry men took refuge from the evil sheriff and her knights. It is in these very woods where Robin began a life of justice and plotted his revenge against the sheriff of Nottingham. But as the story unfolds, themes of great relevance to our adolescent society unveil. Violence is a key issue in our adolescent society today, as more and more street brawls and gangs accumulate. In The Fugitive, however, you see Robin band together an army of merry men that attack any who step foot in their forest and take their riches for their own good. His band of merry men becomes sort of modern-day terrorists, fighting their problems and not sorting them out properly. This in fact leads to anarchy, and slowly they become just as bad as the Knights of Nottingham, and power begins to take over Robin's head. This leaves him feeling out of control. And a repercussion of this is that Robin is left with anger issues, and he sees violence as the only key to stop his problems. He becomes blind to the fact that his friendship with Will, Marion and John are deteriorating, and his feelings of jealousy and rage increase. This just shows how violence isn't the right solution to solve anyone's problems, even if they think it's for the greater good. Secondly, an issue that I think we've all had to come to terms with and accept is the role of adulthood. Yes, that's right kids, adulthood. It appears in The Fugitive that Robin wanted a Peter Pan fantasy life and live in Neverland. This place explores the facts that as you grow older, you have to accept the terms and the conditions it comes with. It is clear to see that Robin, Marion and Will and John did not take care for their responsibility or violent actions and simply tried to run away from their problems or battle them with their weapons or their mysterious backpack that seemed to contain invisible creatures that did their fighting for them. I think it's clear to say this issue relates very well to the adolescent society of today, and their want to never grow up or dealing with their problems or taking responsibility for their own actions as an adult. Relationships, how could I forget? This is another big issue that can relate extremely well to the adolescent today. In The Fugitive, Robin Hood retold, issues of love triangles is raised and how deteriorating they can be for a person who is torn between two people and the effects it can have on them and those around them. And that is what happened to Will, Marion and Robin. It was Marion who was caught in the middle of this mess, with Will and Robin on the outside. They each loved her and Marion loved them, but Robin's rage and the fact that he ran away from it all seemed to make Will and Marion unite. And Marion, at the age of 15, had a pregnancy scare around the same time Robin ran away. The play explores the fear and the hurt having a pregnancy scare can have on a person. As it shows, others take their friends and their friendships for granted and don't always think about their actions and how they may affect others. In the play, Robin's aggressive personality and ignorance pushed his friends away from him, leaving him feeling misunderstood, alone and confused. So I think it's easy to understand why this play is relevant to our adolescent society today, and I would recommend all of you, young ones out there watching, to watch this play. Back over to you, Carmel.
Thanks, Barb, for that insightful story, and remember you can catch this play at the Adelaide Festival Theatre from July 30th to August 14th. Hope to see you next week on BEO Channel 5 News.